There we go, perfect. So, listen to people that have what you want, right? So, but always do your upline a huge, huge favor and be resourceful and educate yourself. Don't wait around for your upline to teach you every little thing. You will literally never get there if you're waiting around, okay? But Monday's calls will be more specific and step-by-step on how to build a business. My calls every single Wednesday is to help you to develop skills that pay. Now, do you guys want skills that pay? Yep. Skills that pay the job. Let's go. We got to master these skills, right? Before I get into my training, I want to go over how I build structure-wise. Actually, I think I might go over that afterwards because I don't want to keep you guys on here for too long. But if you guys want to stick around after this training, I'll teach you guys exactly like how I structure my organization, so you can make the most out of these quota bonuses. Speaking of quota bonuses, who was satisfied with their quota bonuses this week? I know I have to in this chat. Let's go. I was super satisfied with the quota bonuses this week. But okay, so let's get into the training tonight, guys. If you're going to do something, you gotta do it right and do it the best that you possibly can, no matter what it is, right? Your success and economy is dependent on you building a rock solid, stable foundation of belief. A flimsy foundation isn't strong enough to support the weight of success. So it's imperative you build it on a rock. Let your beliefs be your guide. You cannot succeed until you think it's possible for you to succeed, right? The areas where you establish belief, and right now, our number one is the profession that we're in, which is network marketing, our company and our opportunity, our products, and most importantly, you. You gotta believe and have faith in yourself. Always remember, people do not follow or do business with individuals that lack confidence or are unclear in the direction that they are heading. People like to follow people that know where they're going in life, that have a clear vision, right? Even if you're nervous, guys, that's okay. I have so many people that come into this business like, Sarah, I think I'm gonna fail. Like, I don't have much influence as you. Guys, that's totally okay. Share with the world that you're nervous. That makes you authentic. But share why you're nervous and why you're excited. Maybe you're nervous because you're trying something new and you're getting outside of your comfort zone because your comfort zone is your broke zone and you got tired of settling for average. Share your story with the world. Make you different from every single other marketer out there, all right? People like to see that you're actually raw. Whoever shares the most stories gets paid the most. And you really know your story and why you're doing this business. Until you buy your own story, no one will ever buy from you or do business with you, all right? You do not need to market this software for people to buy into you, all right? And what you have to offer. You really need to immerse yourself in success, actively build your knowledge and put it to use. You know, they say knowledge is power, but it's honestly useless if it's not applied. So be sure that you don't just learn, but immediately put it into action and apply things that you learn. You know, look at the word learn, right? Take out the L and what does it say? It says earn, right? You earn what you learn, right? So create and collect stories. Every time I'm posting online or having a conversation with someone, I'm always sharing a story. Take action and work on building your own story. All right, number 4 is take action daily. Your consistent daily actions and efforts and building your business directly contribute to growing your personal confidence. All right, you cannot get good at something you don't do and trust. You'll fail a couple times, but that's the only way you'll learn and get better. You don't need to know everything in order to get started. All right, some people think you have to be an expert to get started. That's what Tyler said. You don't need to be an expert. You just need to point people in the right direction, right? We have amazing resources, systems, save yourself time, energy, and money. Tyler just spoke about that. We have amazing resources and tools for you to use. Guys, sometimes I don't even know what I'm talking about, but I'm confident because I know I have tools that can be able to break down everything for me, all right? Our setup guide is absolutely incredible, along with our results page. I'm not gonna tap into that because Tyler just spoke about that. And if you guys weren't on Monday's calls, that's what Monday's calls are about. They go over the ATM method and how to utilize our results page. So I'm not going to tap into that. This is strictly just skill. And number 5 is practice. Professionals practice, guys. If you want to get good at this business and feel confident, you have to practice, just like anything in life. And with practice, what does it have? It has failing, right? Failing is part of the process. That's why so many people fail in this industry, because they mess up once and they're like, oh, it's not for me, I suck. But little do they know, that's the whole part of the process. You got to grow through what you go through, right? That's the best saying that I ever heard. Now, another thing, if you're getting objections, it's smart to go on YouTube and search how to handle objections and network marketing, how to close, any skill set. You can go on YouTube University. It's taught me everything. I never had a mentor that once got on a call with me and taught me the whole game of network marketing. It takes years and years and years of developing the skill. Now, once you're operating from a state of belief about this business model, our company, and your abilities to do it, you will literally become unstoppable. Once you really believe that you have the power in your hand, you have the future, you have everyone's future laying in the palm of your hand. And that's the mindset that you have to have. And when you feel that way, no one can touch you. You have tunnel vision and rhino-proof skin. What does rhino-proof skin mean? That means when anyone tells you this is a pyramid scheme, which I don't really ever get that with this company, but what you're doing doesn't work, go back to your full-time job. Rhino-proof skin, it just rebounds off of my skin. Absolutely doesn't mean anything. It's irrelevant, right? That's the power of belief. Now, once you set your goals, not just write them, guys, but set them and telling yourself you're not going to stop until you freaking reach that goal. So many people that I talk to, they get all excited and they take the day, drink their wine, they write out their affirmations, write it on their board, they write out their goals, and they magically think that a Bentley is just going to pop up in the driveway. That's not how it works. You got to write out your goals, your affirmations, and go do the work, guys. Work, get paid. You cannot just write out all your affirmations and goals and not actually put in the work. I wish that was the issue, but no, it doesn't happen like that, all right? Put the knowledge to work. I was telling Amy, one of my top leaders, you guys probably all know who she is. I was literally telling her the other day, I didn't know what was wrong with me. Guys, I could not close a single person. I don't know I think I was just really stressed out. I don't know what it was, but all of a sudden I got super motivated and shot out, all these affirmations. I reprogrammed my mind. Reprogramming is so important. I told myself, this was literally 3 days ago. I told myself, I will not accept being a 3K right now. If you guys don't know, I was mobile 25 in the last company, whatever, that's irrelevant now. But now I'm 3K. I cannot settle for that, right? So I'm going to grind my butt off. Today, I'm going to enroll 10 people. Guess what happened? I got on 10 calls literally 3 days ago and closed every single person that day. I said the same exact things. I closed the same way that I was. But the one thing that was different was my posture, my confidence, and my tonality and energy. Those 4 main ingredients is what will separate you and help your closing rate go up to 90 to 99%. All right? People buy into energies. It's a real thing. If you want something, go get it and don't stop until you have it. All right? Now, you don't have to be pushy. Just be the source and be the one that guides people in the right direction. A lot of people want simply just focus on the skill, which, trust me, like I said, it's very important. But once you have the belief level down, but I believe success is far more mindset than people most expect. I had 7 people leave this call. They ain't ready. Subconsciously, they are not ready to bring in as much income. 91 people left in this call. You guys are ready. So please, be able to implement this information. I love every single one of you guys. But I believe success is far more mindset than most people expect. Focus on developing your success consciousness. It's going to help you get better results when it comes to the mechanics, the how-to part of the business. Now, the belief is there. Now, let's actually focus on the skill. Understanding why people buy. People buy for many reasons, but the one thing you really need to be aware of is people buy from the ones that they like. And who can guess the second one? It starts with a T. They like and they trust. Make sure people like and trust you. Become a likable person. Don't like trash talk anything online, because that could be a potential buyer and you just made them feel like shit. So why would they want to buy from someone who puts out negativity? Never put down any negativity anywhere on your social media platforms. All right. I remember actually hearing back in the day, and I always thought like, okay, well, how do I make like other people like me? It's actually a common question. Like, how do I get people to like me? And it's actually kind of simple. Just make other people feel good about themselves. I heard a phrase from a book called How to Win Friends and Influence People. Be genuinely interested, not interesting. The more interest you show in other people and the more genuine it is, the more they are going to like and feel good about you, right? When you become interested, you become interesting. So instead of being that one person that talks about themselves, brags nonstop about themselves, turn your attention to them and who they are and what they are about. Very important, especially for when it comes down to the actual invite, which I'm about to get into. Because you're going to need to know their why they do things, so you can use it against them when it comes to inviting them to your opportunity, okay? Now, I heard from my mentor, every single skill set that you learn, you can add another $100,000 to your income after mastering. So the whole point of this call is inviting. People like Sarah, like, how do I get people to join my business? And they think success happens overnight. Guys, hate to break it to you, it's not gonna happen overnight. You gotta learn the skill, guys. So inviting is a very important skill to learn. And it literally comes down to psychology and learning about how people think and why they do what they do. I was reading a book from John C. Maxwell. He's my favorite author ever, especially with developing influence and leadership. Definitely read his books. You guys really want to work on your ability to influence others. Leadership is influence. Influence is the ability to change attitudes, beliefs, opinions, or behaviors to a predetermined outcome. All right? Recruiting starts with who? It starts with you, right? Recruiting starts with you. You are your best tool. For things to change, what has to change? You have to change. For things to change, you have to change. Ask yourself, are you a person that's worth following? If not, become someone that's worth following. If you're a leader, naturally, people will want to follow you wherever you are going. So become that person that's attractive to other people. And it doesn't have to be business all the time. A leader is someone that can literally make people feel that they can follow you and you can take them wherever their heart desires. That's leadership. That's influence. You will literally get every single thing that you guys focus on. Vision has to be so attractive that not only you are going to be chasing it, but the people that follow you will buy into your vision and chase into it as well. So take your why, build it, expand it, multiply it, because that's how you're going to create momentum. Everything you go through is a test. Every little thing that you go through is a test. You will be challenged. Be ready for it. You will be challenged. You will fail. You will mess up. But guess what? Your greatest test will be your biggest testimonial. All right? So your biggest test will be your biggest testimonial. Write that down, because you're going to come back to that when you're feeling down, and you're going to be able to share that success story to help your people one up a level, because you've been there. You felt that way. When you feel that way, you'll be able to help other people that feel that way as well. That's how you get better at leadership. You gotta freaking fail. That's why I have so many people that follow me, because I've been through hell and back, not just once, but 5 motherfucking times. All right? Now, let's get to the actual inviting training, the skill, the how-to training. Just go ahead and drop a 1-1 in the chat box if you guys are getting any type of value from this call tonight. That was just for me, like, you know, blurring out random crap, but this is actually like skill, you know, the how-to part of the business. And guys, like, if you're on this call and a lot of people are like, hey, it's all about business, all about recruiting. Guys, I have like 600 people in my business, and I have like 80% that are just customers. Guys, it is not obligated for you to recruit people. So if you're on this call and you're feeling offended, like, oh, I gotta go share this people, I just gotta go share this business with people. No, you don't. Get off the call if you don't want to build a business. That's totally okay. I love my customers. Keep doing what you're doing, because guess what? The most loyal customers end up being the best builders. Just that way. But if you guys are getting offended by the building call, please get off. It's totally okay. Just only stick to the customer calls. But this call is for building, the ones that like residual income, because there is no better income than residual income. Can you guys all agree with me, yes or yes? No better income than residual income. Now, I want to go ahead and have this training because I notice a lot of you word vomit, all right, and say way too much. And I used to have that same exact problem. Now, remember, it is not your job, just like Tyler said, it's not your job to be the AI network marketing expert, okay? It's your job to finger point and point them in the right direction. Use the tools and systems that are built for you. Sorry, I keep having the hiccups. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I'm really dehydrated, but whatever. Okay, with this company, you do not need to overcomplicate it. I've been in so many lotion potion companies where I have to sell people on this miracle product. Guys, what you have right here, if you are new to this industry, this is so sexy and so different and so updated. You don't have to be annoying online. Just be yourself, represent yourself. Because what we have is freaking incredible. I've never seen anything like it. Now, what you lack in skill, I heard this from Dante the other night. What you lack in skill, you will make up in numbers. So the more people that you talk to, the more people you will start closing. Now, the first 5 people, it's gonna feel awkward as hell. You're gonna be like, okay, like I learned this from Sarah, but like I don't know how I feel about it. Now, whatever I'm telling you guys, go say it into your own words. But I'm just gonna give you a guideline on how psychology works and how sales work. All right. So, a cool story that I had, I was at the lake like 3 days ago, and I had a group of girls all at the lake. They were all like my mom's friends and crap. And they're like, Sarah, what do you do? I was like, oh, I actually work with artificial intelligence trading software. And I educate them about wealth. I don't even sell them the company, but I just start talking about wealth in my story. And they're like, Sarah, I don't know what you do, but I want to do whatever you're doing. I'll kind of get into that later on. I don't want to go full and deep in my whole entire what happened at the lake the other day, but I'll get into it later for anyone who wants to stay on the call. But yeah, anyway, but you gotta get really good at inviting. And that goes for multiple different invite scripts. Once you get good at it, you'll start understanding like different things, and you'll just become a master at it. So there's so many different ways of inviting. Now, you don't have to do this with every single person. This is just a way to help you understand that psychology behind sales, and you can twist it up to however you like, guys. This is just a guideline. This is just for people who don't have leads coming in left and right, who don't have that 60,000 followers yet, that doesn't have that influence, all right? And understanding this script, it can help you develop better people skills. And when it comes to network marketing and selling, being sociable and people skills is the #1 skill that you need to learn, all right? So #1 advice, let's go. Everyone have their notebooks and paper, because if you're not note takers, you are not money makers whatsoever. All right, so don't think that, oh no, Sarah, I'll just remember it. Guess what? I will never remember one single thing that I hear that I do not write down, ever, 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 ever. So don't be like, oh, I'm so cool, like I'll just remember everything that you're saying. You won't. You will not remember anything I'm saying. So make sure that anything that grabs your attention that you can use, make sure you write it down. I'll be posting the recording later on as well. So first advice is transition from a salesman to a consultant. We are problem solvers. We are not selling. So become someone that solves their issues and helps them get them where they need to, helps them get them where they need to go. So before I get into different invite scripts, I want to make sure everything is clear. The #1 goal when it comes to inviting is you have to build relationships with people before barking at them about your amazing opportunity. Build a relationship. Let them know that you actually care about them. Don't be the amateur network marketer, okay? Now, you can build relationships with people on social media without even really speaking to them, because if you brand yourself well enough, people will really feel like they know you. So that's why it's so important to brand yourself correctly. I'm not really gonna get all into branding yourself. I can do that another training on that. But if you guys don't know what to post, I'll say something that's really helped me out a lot. So if you guys don't know what to post, it simply means you're not reading enough books, simply, or you're not listening to podcasts or personal developing. Every single day, I read about an hour of a book, audio, or whatever, and I go make a post about what I just read. Because you get paid for the value that you bring to the marketplace, right? Value, value, value. You don't need to talk about AI and marketing money all the time. You look like a freaking amateur. Post value. And if you don't know what to post, start reading more. If you guys are struggling with the post, that's because you are not developed well enough. You do not have the mindset of a six-figure earner. You need to start developing yourself and learning and growing your mindset, because if you're not growing, don't expect to attract these big leaders into your business, all right? Books are what expands your mind. It develops your paradigm, shifts your paradigm around, right? Forget that. So when it comes to business, when it comes to actually inviting, forget about your business for a moment, right? Okay, just completely forget about it. You're not recruiting. Forget about it. When you're talking to people, build a rapport with them. Remember, people buy from those that they like and they trust, right? The more we are like them or similar to them, the more likely they like us and want to do business with us, right? So that's why it's so utterly important to never compare yourself to someone that isn't like you. There's so many people in this world that are just like you and that can relate to you. Well, I have a daughter and I just don't think I have time. That should be your reason why you're doing this business, because you have a daughter, right? So share that with people. You have a daughter. That's your why, that you want to make their life absolutely amazing. Share that with other people, because that will make other moms be like, oh my God, wow, she inspires me. I want that too, right? So, where was I at? Yeah, so when it comes to social media, use your Instagram not only to sell. You don't want to be that annoying marketer that's like your sign up link every day, like, oh my God, I'm rich, you suck, I'm better. I was like that when I was 16 years old. But you don't want to be that annoying amateur marketer, okay? Use your Instagram not only to sell, but share your vision and your story so people can relate. When someone sees themselves in you, they will do business with you. I swear, all right? And best advice too when you're talking to prospects or people in general, don't go for the close the first day. Just plant the seeds. Focus on building relationships. So I'm going to give a whole entire invite script that has helped me out tremendously. So I'll give an example. A lot of you guys know this already, but when let's say you're at the bar or you're at the club, or I go to the bar and club just to freaking network and make money. I'm not there to drink or party. I'm there to talk to people as much as possible. But if you're at the park, at a theme park, talk to people, get comfortable, open your mouth. If you're not opening your mouth, you will have a closed bank account. You won't make that much money. So when you're talking to people, well, Sarah, I'm not good at talking to people. My social skills suck. Guess what? My social skills suck too. I was so awkward. I was so awkward until I got to network marketing and I got taught all these amazing skills that I can go implement in every little thing in my life. So you can form them. Who knows what form means? I know a lot of people do. So it's going to take a while to write out. But form. If you don't know how to create a conversation, this is a little guideline that you can go through. So form. Remember, write this down. Remember, write this down. Form. F is where are you from? What's your name? Where are you from? O is occupation. What do you do for a living? That's the main question everyone always says. What do you do for a living? R, recreation. What do you do for fun? Oh, are you from around here? What do you do around here? What do you like to do for fun? Okay. Motivation. M, what the most important of them all, motivation. What motivates them? All right. Get to know the person. Don't be awkwardly, oh, what's your job? What do you do? What's your name? That's just a guideline to help you, ask questions, right? Be the person that asks questions. So get to know them. Remember, like I said, be genuinely interested in others. Here is where you find out about that person. Ask questions, find out their why and what stops them from achieving success. What's their dreams? Tell me more about your job. Do you like it? Ask about their goals. Find things they hate about their life and then investigate on it. Boom. All right, be different. Not everyone likes to talk about their goals and dreams, but if you help someone know their goals and dreams, they're going to want to follow you because they can have that, you know, spiritual conversation with you. You know, you always see those memes like, oh, I want a guy that I can have spiritual conversations with. Be that person that makes them feel like they can have spiritual conversations with you. Be that person that opens their mind. I swear they will love you forever, okay? So sorry to get off topic, but I want to tell you guys something that I read from a book the other day that I actually tested out the other day in Miami. So I dare you, I challenge you, during this week, I dare you guys to ask 5 random people what they don't like out of life, all right? What do you not like about your life, all right? It's all gonna be the same things. They're gonna like cough and they're gonna be like, oh, they're gonna go off like on a tantrum, millions of things. Well, I don't want to keep the same income and job I have now. Oh my God, this girl's so annoying. I don't want my spouse to nag me about money and spend time home. I don't want to keep driving the same crappy car that I have. Oh my God, life is just suck. I hate life. Oh my God, everything about my life is just shit. I don't want that's the I don't want always flow out so easily. It kind of seems like it's rehearsed, right? It's like people are constantly thinking about what they don't want. And why is that? It's because they are. Everyone, not everyone, 90% of this world is thinking constantly what they don't like about their life, and they wonder why they don't have anything they like in their life, right? So after you ask these people what they don't like out of their life, after listing their 5 or 6 items, stop them and say, okay, I understand what you don't like out of your life. Now let me ask you one question. What do you want out of your life? And be real, have that tonality. You see, backbone, structure. Why are you showing me that right now? Tyler is in my way right now. Have posture. Tell me tell me what you want out of your life. You'll notice a total shift in their body language, and they'll go blank for a second, because majority of people have no idea what they want out of life. Most will say, that's a good question. Let me think about it. I'll have to think about that for a second. How sad. But they can sit there and go on and on and on about the things that they don't like in their life. But when you ask them what they want in life, no idea. Echoes. No idea. Their mind goes blank. What's crazy about today's society is that everybody is racing around these Ferrari brains, right? But no one has a GPS on. It doesn't matter how fast you can go. It doesn't matter how much passion you have. It doesn't matter how much energy you put into something. If you don't have a vision and clarity on the destination you want to reach, you will never get there. So get them to start thinking big. Remember, like I said, be that person that shows them that other way out. Because it took that one person to change my life. I was my mindset around money, I'm not gonna get into that, but I had no idea this type of stuff existed about 6 years ago. So be that person that helps them to start thinking big. Remember, be a person of influence. Be someone that helps them think outside of the box and shows them a different way out. And if you're that person, go ahead and share your goals with them and make them feel comfortable and help them start getting creative. Because sometimes really think about it. If someone randomly said, what's your goals? A lot of average people don't know how to answer that. I know I didn't 5 years ago. I literally almost wanted to cry when this guy asked me, and I was like, I have no goals for myself. I suck. But it's the average person, they don't know their goals. They have no direction. And now to end it off, this is where the game changer goes. Guys, please take notes on this. This is so important. So you guys understand, right, during this whole thing, I'm building rapport. I'm making this person feel comfortable. I'm not even talking about business. I am getting to know this person from A to Z. When you ask questions, you make someone feel comfortable, they're gonna let out stuff to you, okay? So the final question that solidifies, ask them. So now they start telling you what they want out of life, right? So ask them. So, Amy, wow, that's really incredible. I'm glad you could share with me those things. So let me ask you one more question. What is holding you back from achieving that goal? What is stopping you from going out there and getting it? See my tonality? tonality is everything. Be serious. Like, girl, tell me the truth. Like, talk to me. I deal with this stuff every day. What is holding you back from going out there and achieving that goal? I just want to hear it. All right. So most of the time they will say, what? The lack of time, the lack of money, or self-doubt. They can't see themselves really doing it, right? They don't have the confidence, right? Because so many, they hear this inner voice of society telling them, no, you suck. You're horrible. You're fat. You're ugly. Like, you don't have the power to do that. You're nothing. They hear these inner voices that don't mean shit. That don't mean shit. And they listen to other people's opinions that aren't even successful. And it's so sad. So like I said, be that person. Make them feel comfortable. Now, cool beans. You just gathered all the information that you need to what? To sell them on your mother freaking opportunity, right? You just spent 30 minutes knowing every little thing that this person likes and hates about their job, right? So now the next thing that people don't do that has helped me out a lot, like I said before in the very beginning, don't go for the close the first day. People are gonna pick up on that. Oh, you're trying to sell me on something. You've been there before. I know I've been there before. Like anytime that network marketer comes up to me, oh bro, that's an Eric Worre pitch. Please go away. Like, don't be that person. Be natural, right? So don't go for the close. Guys, if you guys forgot the narrative, we're at a bar. We're talking to a random person, right? I don't know if you guys like got sidetracked. We're talking to a random person. We're figuring out their goals, right? So now, next thing, don't go for the close the first day. You can leave it at like, wow, Amy, that is super powerful. It was so great connecting with you. I actually got to run right now. I got a call, but it's so cool to connect with you. Is it cool if I went ahead and get your number to connect later? Got that? I got your number. Yeah, shit, get my number. Let's go. Gotta get your number. Get their number and shut your mouth. Don't even talk about AI. Don't talk about opportunity. Don't. Your main goal is to try and collect as many phone numbers as you possibly can. Try it out with your friends. Go out for the night. Go clubbing one night. Fuck it. Whatever. Sorry, I said that word. Whatever. Go out. But have a competition with how many numbers that you can collect. Maybe not the bar is the best place. Everyone's pretty drunk. They never remember because everyone's drunk. They're like, oh my God, I'm powerful. I want to make money. But when they come to being sober, like, oh, I'm average and I'm boring. I don't make money. Maybe go to the park, like something. But you know what I mean. So get as many numbers as you possibly can. Make it a competition. Now, the next day, are you guys following me with this training? Just kind of like give me some support. Are you guys following with where I'm going? Yes. I just want you guys to understand the psychology on like inviting. Like just like you guys don't even have to use this invite script, but I want you guys to know like how people think and how you should build a relationship. It's not for like a word for an invite script, okay? I don't want you guys to think that. Don't get confused, okay? It's just I want to teach you guys a skill, psychology, how people think, right? So the next day, I got their number, right? I'm gonna send them a via voice message. Voice message, don't text. This is for you to step outside of your comfort zone. Do not text message. In the voice note the next day, I'm gonna say something along the lines of, hey Amy, it's Sarah. We met yesterday or talked yesterday online, whatever you guys talk to, whatever platform. I'm in a super rush right now. I don't have much time, but I was just thinking about you in the conversation we had yesterday. I remember you mentioning, you know, you hated your job and you wish you had more time or whatever. The conversation that you had the previous day. I know how you feel. I felt the same exact way. Feel, felt, found. Never marketing skill. I felt the same exact way a couple months ago. Explain your story and how you got into this company, right? Let me ask you a quick question. Were you serious about wanting more money and more time? Yeah, I was serious. Okay, cool. I think I found something that can help you get you where you want to go. Would you be open to hearing about it? They're gonna want to hear about it, right? Subconsciously, they are gonna be open because you just brought up 3 things that they hate and how you have a solution to their problems. Remember, you are a solution. You have the power in your hands. You're a solution, right? So now the next question they're gonna ask, what is it? What is it? Tell me everything. I'm excited. What is it? Now this is where everyone fucks up. Sorry, I said the F word again. This is where everyone messes up. This is where everyone freaks out and word vomits. And this is the easiest part. This is where I said systems, use the tools, use the resources. This is what you're going to say. I think I can hook you up with a favor. I just got started using this badass artificial intelligence trading software that's helping me make more and more money while I'm working. It's helping me multiply my income. It's absolutely insane. Whatever software that you're using, the Seed, the Trade Compass, whatever you're using, talk about that. I've just got introduced to this like artificial intelligence software from my girl, Amy. Like, she's absolute lady boss. I look at her Instagram, Amy Dangerfield. If you guys don't know her, she's my top leader. She's amazing. But look at this girl's Instagram. She's got me introduced to the software. And girl, I'm brand new. Number one thing, I'm brand new. Remember, don't be an expert. I'm brand new, but this stuff works. I just gotta share with you. See how authentic and genuine that sounds? Like, girl, like I heard you talking yesterday, and I think that you would definitely be able, like you would definitely love what I'm doing right now. Let me plug you in. Okay, go ahead. Add me on Facebook. Let me show you these results of this software, bro. Even guys, bro, like, let me show you these results. Like, I've never seen anything like it. And then for my Forex traders, you guys don't know, I was all in a previous Forex MLM, and that's the way that I leverage. I'm like, I spent 2 years trying to understand the skill set, and I'm just not passionate with looking at charts all day. So my time is the most valuable thing that I have in my life. And I just wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't looking at charts all day. So I found something that allows me to work smarter instead of harder. And I found a way to flip the statistic around with 95% of people losing money in the foreign exchange market to changing up to 95% of people actually winning money and 3% actually losing. I found a way for us to work smarter instead of harder. Yeah, just start educating them, right? Okay, show them your results or ATM them. I'm not gonna go in the whole entire ATM method, but you guys should know it if you guys get on the trainings. And I'm so confused. You just said you've got some. Okay, cool. I'll go over that in a second. All right, this is talking. You can talk about an AI software. If you're talking firsthand experience, if you're talking in one person, you're allowed to talk about the AI. Just don't blast it all over social media. That is 110% compliant if you talk about an AI software. 110%. Thank you, Dion. You can talk about what you're doing firsthand, face to face, but don't over dramatic. Don't be that person that, I'm making 20% a week, I'm making 30% a week. Be real with them. Be genuine. So yes, you are allowed. That's compliant. Talking to someone, but not overhyping it and saying things that are not real. Okay? So, boom. Just got it. Just don't give out numbers. Perfect. Show them a result. Anyways, now, right now, we are coming out with all types of marketing material. Tyler went over all of that, guys. I saw the funnels. They're absolutely insane. Amazing. If you don't know how to answer something, simply but say, hey, like, I'm brand new. Tell them, like, remember, you don't have to be the expert. It's okay if you don't understand something. Tell them, hey, girl, I'm brand new. I just got started in this. I know the answer. Tell them you know the answer, but I just don't know how to explain it the right way. And I want you to hear the information exactly how I heard it. Okay? So you're sounding confident, but you're letting the person like, girl, I'm brand new, but I know this works. Let me introduce you to someone who actually, showed me all the information, right? So that's pretty much all that helped with the inviting script. Now, that inviting script is just an example on how building relationships helps with sharing opportunity, because it looks like you're a genuinely person that really wanted to help. Now, it comes down to social media. It comes down to Facebook. There's so many different ways that you guys can share this business, and you want to be compliant. It's very, very important to become compliant. Like, I don't share my results. I don't overhype. I don't do anything on social media. I let the conversations and the DMs. I let my Instagram, my Facebook handle become my resume. It shows people what I'm about, and I don't ever give out the company name. I don't tell people what I'm doing. I pique their curiosity. I make them wonder what I'm doing, to the point of inbound marketing. They come to me and ask, Sarah, what is it that you do? So you guys can feel free to go off this call. I'm going to go over like 2 different things that's helped me out. Number 1, I'm going to go over structuring, because I noticed like a lot of people on my team, they're placing people sporadically. They're filling in the gaps in the structure. and you don't want to do that. You want to build this power leg straight down, straight deep. So I'm going to go over that. And then I'm also going to share a story that's helped me out a lot. But if you guys, I know this call has been over, oh my God, a whole hour now. If you guys want to stay on longer and just hear me blabber about random shit that's helped me out with this business, go for it. But if you guys want to keep going, like, I love you guys so much. Tosh, I love you. But you guys feel free to go. But I'm going to keep going and go over some things that's helped me out a lot with this business. I hope this call helped you guys out a lot. You know, like I said, just take things that you hear from different mentors and do your own due diligence. You know, I've spent hours and hours and hours. Guys, these are my notes. Like, I spent hours and hours, like, just writing notes because it's so crazy. Like, I used to be an actress, right? And I used to act. And, oh my God, like, I cannot keep up with some people that, like, Tyler can, like, hear something once and, like, it knows it instantly. I'm the type of person, like, I have to hear something, like, 5 freaking times for it to subconsciously, like, go register in my brain. I have to literally write it out word for word and repeat it. Like, when I used to act, I used to, you know, take the script. I used to remember the lines, and I used to, like, practice in the mirror, the other lines, maybe one like or one paragraph. I would read it with the lines, and I would start practicing, like, trying to remember it, bits and parts. Guys, that's my learning level. If you guys think that I'm on this call, I'm throwing down, guys, that's my learning level. It takes me so much. If I read a chapter of a book, I'm gonna be real with you guys. So many of these network marketers are such bullshit. Like, they just tell you all this hyping, sad stuff, make you feel bad for them. That's not how it is. Like, I wanna be real with you guys. My learning level is so bad. Like, I get embarrassed sometimes. It's so sad. Like, I cannot retain information whatsoever. So if you guys are like me, I'm gonna tell you guys something that helped me out a lot. Like, I literally, like Mike Sancho's video, guys, the way that I can close so many people, because I watched Mike Sancho's video with the video that's in the markethackerstraining.com that goes over what am I doing wrong. This is literally all of it, word for word. And that's when my closing rate came up, because I memorized everything and I just repeat what he says in the video to make me look like I'm more smarter and I actually know what I'm talking about. So take the time, write out everything, do whatever you gotta do. You'll find your own method. But it's taken me time, guys. Like, don't think that I'm on this call, I'm just, like, killing it. Like, my first opportunity call, my first training, like, guys, there's been so many times I messed up, so many times. But it takes screwing up. It takes learning. Like, you'll never know what you're good at until you actually get in the game and you start playing and you start striking out. So that's how I learned. You can do it like that. Like, if you go back and, you know, this is what I do. Like, my favorite mentor is Austin Ghazi. He's in another company, and that's, like, my favorite mentor. I follow everything that he does. If you guys want to get really good value and get good at what you're doing, when I post this recording, you should literally write out the one things that stick out to you. Because when I'm throwing down to you guys, the one things that I write out on my single paper, my sheet of paper, are the things that I say on my call. Those are the only things that I remember. And that will help you better present. Because when you're first getting started, it's fine if you guys don't close so many people. It's just because you're at a level 2 right now. You're gonna get to level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, level 7, as long as you keep developing yourself. I dare you guys, just for a week, for 2 weeks. I challenge you guys. Every single day, just read 2 chapters of a book and 1, like, 30-minute podcast. Every single day. Even if you guys don't feel like you're getting information out of it, I swear, after, like, 2 weeks, you'll start popping out facts or words, and you'll start like, holy shit, like, I'm getting really good at speaking. I'm addicted to this. I want to keep throwing down. I want to host my own call. I want to have my own call because I feel like I'm top of the world because I know all these different facts. And you'll learn that from, you know, personally developing your mind. So that I just got completely off topic. So I'm going to show you guys on proper structuring. Let me see really fast. Let's see. Let me share my screen. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to properly structure because, okay, so for an example, sorry, the internet sucks here right now. Okay, so for an example, you want to build straight lines deep. So Amir, I love you to death, but I'm gonna use you for an example. So right now I'm building a mirror. A mirror is like my first leg. I'm building a mirror of straight leg down. So you can see I place all my personals in a straight line down, deep, deep, deep. So all my personals benefit from each other. I don't build sporadically. I don't build to fill in the gaps, right? I build power legs. So these are all my personals the past 3 days. I've been freaking crazy grinding. But Amir, I love you. I don't want to point you out, but I'm going to show you guys just so I can use it as an example. And Mac did the same exact thing. So back to the top. So for an example, you have to have like 3 personals on each leg. So you don't want to fill in the gaps. You want to build straight lines down. So Amir had one of his 3 guys and he placed him randomly on this leg. All right. Do you guys can you guess what he did wrong that would have benefited his whole first leg? He should have placed him on the very bottom of this power leg because that's the power leg. That's where you're going to get spillover, right? You want to constantly be adding to the power leg. You don't want to just constantly be filling in the gaps. You never want to rank someone up. I will never build someone's second leg or third leg. I will not touch someone's second or third leg. I will only build one leg. So let's say for an example, let's go to Caitlin and Amy and Miguel. So Miguel and Caitlin are right here, right? So we're only building them one power leg. I don't touch these legs. Nope, nope, nope. I build them one power leg. Boom. You can see right here. Boom, there we go. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? You don't want to build sporadically because that will not be good for longevity. You want everyone to benefit from each other. You don't want to build just off like randomly. Does that make sense? I just want to make sure that you guys know what I'm talking about. Does that make sense to you guys? Anyone? Does that make sense? So you just want to build in a straight line. You don't want to build like filling in the gaps everywhere. Okay, so next thing, I'm gonna end this call like literally in 5 minutes. I just want to tell you guys like how I like, and you're not gonna be as good as me. Like that takes like so much like years of practice and years of experience of your own journey. I just want to share you guys something that like has helped me out, like how I communicate with people like on a day-to-day basis, right? So you get your referrals to refer. Yeah, pretty much. Why build legs only? Because you want your personals to benefit from each other instead of building deep. You want everyone to benefit from each other on one leg down. That's the way that I build, and it will help you out tremendously. So going back to the other subject. So for an example, I was at the lake like 3 days ago with my family. There's like hundreds of people. And these ladies come up to me. They're in like a whole group. There's like 15 of them, right? And these ladies are absolutely so inspiring. They were asking me like, Sarah, like, what do you do for a living? Like, I see you on Facebook, yada, yada, yada. And the way that I talk about it is I don't just talk about like, oh, like, yeah, sign up. Like, you should join my company. I literally just give them facts. Like, I have a conversation with them. Like, I educate them on wealth. Like, and from understanding wealth, I read so many books. Like, you don't want to just be like the AI expert or seed expert, network marketing expert. Yes, Jean, you did it on all 3 legs. Jean, you should be able to see that on your first leg. So the way that I'm building your first leg, you should do that on your third and third. You should do it on your second and third. But I have a conversation with them. I educate them. I help them think outside of the box. So like they ask like, Sarah, what do you do? I'm like, oh girl, I work for artificial intelligence trading software. Like it's able to help me, grow my income. And I kind of share my story. I tell them, the past 2 years I was working with the foreign exchange market with manually trading. And it was just really hard for me because, 90% of traders are not profitable long term. And I was that 90%, I spent hours and hours, studying charts, staying up till 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. And it was just so overwhelming. I'm the type of person that I want to be out in the game. I don't want to be behind a computer screen, learning charts. And I found a way to be able to multiply my income that allows me to work smarter instead of harder. There's 2 different types of hards. There, that construction workers like work really hard, right? But their income doesn't match their work ethic. They don't know how to work smarter instead of harder to have their money actually working for them, and just share your story, be authentic with them. Like, I was a bartender, server, I was a professional dancer, and I was always really good at making money, but I didn't know how to have my money work for me. I've always been a go-getter. Like, I've always, loved money. Like, who doesn't love money? But I was listening to the wrong people. I was listening to people who didn't have what I want. And my mindset around money was just like not good. And, you know, I found someone at the job I used to work with. He was making like $30,000 a month selling ebooks on, you know, Instagram and, you know, all his social media platforms. And at that time I was like, you're lying. There's no way you're making $30,000, $60,000 a month. That's not possible unless you're selling drugs or, you know, you're doing something illegal. That's my mindset 6 years ago. And I always had this curiosity that, you know, I wanted to find something that allowed me to really show my true potential. And I've done multiple different things. I just share my story, you know, constantly sharing stories. And I tell them, you know, I never made more than like $3,000 a month. And I got into this whole entire marketing sales and social media. And this thing's insane. Like I just started using the software. It's been able to help me multiply my money. I share my success story with the industry. And even if you don't have a success story, that's totally okay. Share that, you know, I was working at the gym and shit, like the hours are so bad there. Like I work I work so much. I never really have time for myself. But the time that I came home from work, I worked on my business. I worked on building assets to allow me to be able to quit that job and have my money work for me. So just be that one person that educates them and be like, girl, let me get your number. Like, I gotta show you this stuff. Like, it's honestly insane. I just want to get this word out and share that as many people as possible. It's just all about tonality and just sharing the information as many people as you possibly can. Guess what? 3 of them signed up. 3 of them signed up. All 3 of them. There was like 10 of them I was talking to. And it's just like sharing education with them. And because so many people are in this society, like so many people are so programmed from the day that they were born into thinking that you really gotta work hard for your money and work for someone else. And it's not like that, especially in this generation. There's so many ways to make money, not even network marketing. That's why I love economy so much, guys. If you don't know what seed is, it's teaching you so much more on how to be successful outside of the MLM industry, outside of Forex. It's teaching you investing in real estate, the foreign exchange market. Guys, that's why I love this industry so much. And take this seriously. Take it seriously. Even since you're like 19, 20 years old, take this seriously because this is the time that you can fuck up. I'm 25 years old, and I just hit my first 6-figure income like 4 months ago. You guys can surpass that. There's like 18, 19-year-olds making 7 figures. So take this seriously because one thing that I really like about network marketing, don't be the typical network marketing person. I love Eric Worre, he's amazing, but be yourself. Build your brand because network marketing allows you to establish that brand. If it wasn't for this industry, I wouldn't be where I'm at. It allows you to develop that influence. Have people look up to you for the things that you represent. Or in the future, like in the next 2 years, guys, my goals are far more than just network marketing. I plan on opening up my own business with girl empowerment, hosting my own seminars, having my own ebooks. And why can I do that? Because I developed so much influence through this industry. And even if you're started, I have a couple girls on this call that are 18, 19 years old that are just getting started. Like, well, Sarah, Jalissa, you're there. I know you're on this call. I see you right now. Jalissa, she texted me today. Sarah, I don't know if I can do this. Like, I'm scared people won't buy into me, or I'm scared to go out and do this. And that should be exciting, right? That should be exciting because that means you're stepping outside of your comfort zone and doing something different. And you guys have all heard this. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, that's the definition of insanity. That's so cliche, but the minimum age is, I think it's 17, 18. But that's so cliche, but that's like my number one motto because I've learned so much just stepping outside of my comfort zone. So I'm not gonna sit here and talk all day, but just know, I like mindset. I like hearing different type of perspectives from multiple different people. Because it's a process, guys. Don't fucking quit. Don't fucking quit. Don't freaking quit. I've been in this industry for 4 years. I will make millions of dollars this year. That's my goal. Think bigger, much quicker. I listen to so many different podcasts, and it allows, I say, well, maybe I'll have the small house and a big boat. Why not have it all? The big house and the big boat. Think bigger. I've been listening to so many different podcasts, and it's like helping me, like, you guys can have it all. You can literally have every little thing that you've ever watched. If you guys don't follow Elena Cardone, she's my absolute favorite. I love her so freaking much. It's Grant Cardone's wife. She's amazing. But you guys can have it all. But you have to know. You have to grow through what you go through. It's a process. Success is not going to happen overnight. But the cool thing about it, with this company and what we have, it is not like any other company that you guys have ever been a part of. This is something that I don't want to put any income claims out there and, put any hype or, entice or anything. What you guys have right here, you guys can hit a 6-figure income in the next 4, 5, 6 months if you really decide to go all in. And I'm telling you what, I don't give a hell if you have a kid, if you work a full-time job. I don't care about your excuses. And you can say, well, Sarah's a bitch. She has no heart. No, I have a heart. I know what it takes to get to the fucking top. I know what it takes to get to the top. And it takes no excuses. It takes no excuses whatsoever. Because I've been there. I've worked over 80 hours a week, and the time that I don't have, I come home and I work on the things that will be able to quit one job at a time. What happened to me, I was a server, bartender. I used to do so many promo jobs. I used to model for all these different companies. I was working literally 80 hours a week. I was working my whole entire life. If it wasn't one job, it was the other. With this industry, I was able to eliminate one job at the other. And guys, always remember, well, I'm in this industry, I'm a millionaire now, I'm gonna go quit my job. No, you need to work a job. You need to have money. You need to have capital. Don't say, well, Sarah's making 6 figures, well, I'm gonna go quit my job. I worked a job, I just now quit my job 2 years ago. I worked my ass off at a job for 6 years since I was 15 till literally like 23 years old. Do not quit your job. You need capital, guys. Or else you're going to be working this business as a fear and anxiety and freaking stress out of your mind. And you don't want to operate being stressed. Work your job. The time that you have, you come home and you work your ass off. And it's going to be hard. You're going to cry. You'll even probably get sick. And I'm not enforcing you guys to get sick, be unhealthy, get your sleep. But this is your future. And some people just don't take their future very seriously. Guys, the average millionaire, 98% of people don't even read one book a year. The average millionaire reads about 2 books a month and growing their income. Guys, how many people on this call, how many left on this call? Sorry, I'm blabbering on. There's 64 people on this call. How many people on this call is really serious about their money? Come on, serious. You'll raise your hand, you'll be at the event, woo! I'm gonna go all in. Yeah, I'm tycoon. Yeah, woo! I'm gonna make 6 figures. But are you actually really serious? Are you actually really gonna walk out the door and put your time, sweat, and effort, your tears into this business? Because guess what? If you're reaching for that 6-figure income, guess what? You are not gonna get it by just half-assing everything. You're not. So I'm gonna end this call off. Sorry, I just ramble on random stuff, but that's why am I able to ramble like this? Oh my God! If you guys were saw me 3 years ago and told me to get on a call with 100 people, no, that would have not been a thing. I can ramble like this because I've had experience of failure so many times. I've been broke. I've had to beg my family for money. There's so many crazy other stories that I'm actually I'm gonna end up making a book out of it eventually. But I'm gonna leave it off here. Guys, have faith in yourself. Fuck what any mother freaking person ever freaking says about you to your face. Guys, a little background on myself. You guys can leave. I'm sorry. I'm just rambling on. But my background in high school, 9th, 10th, 11th grade, I was varsity cheerleader, dated the quarterback, always hung out with upperclassmen. My 12th grade year, everyone hated me because I never hung out with my class. They used to talk. That was the time to bully me because they knew I had no protection. They used to literally bully. Guys, I got bullied. I was normal. I was cool, right? I was cool. I got bullied. Call me stupid. Call me dumb. I graduated like a 2.9 GPA. I think it was a 3.0 actually. The day of graduation, I came fucked up on drugs. That was me, 17 years old, 16, whatever I graduated. People used to make fun of me, told me I would never get anywhere in life. But the one thing that I stood out from the rest of the people, I've always been ambitious. I've always been about my money. And I've always had passion. And I've always knew that I would make it to the top. And I always knew that I was gonna be the #1 person in my family that made a freaking legend out of our family. That made our name, my name, Waldrop, every single person in my family, I would have millions of dollars to hold on for my family. I knew that from my whole entire family, known that. I always stood out. But sometimes, like I said, I was making money the wrong ways. 17 years old, I was selling drugs. I worked at a club at 16 years old. That's when I realized my entrepreneurship skills. If you guys don't know me, you guys can look at 3 years down my Instagram and Facebook. You'll find the pictures. You will find me, who I am, who I used to be. I was not like this whatsoever. If you were to ask me 6 years ago, if you asked me 7 years ago, if I would be on this call sharing my story, you guys would be like, what? No, absolutely not. At 16 years old, I started working at this club when like Skrillex and Bass Nectar, like EDM became really popular. Caitlin, I love you, babe. That's when EDM became really popular, and that's like I was 16, 17 years old. I was hanging out with like the cool kids, partier kids, and I got asked to work at this freaking club, right? And they were like, I was like on stage, like getting everyone like pumped up, like, oh, let's party, right? Like 16, my first time at a club, I was like probably hammered and probably fucked up on something. And I was backstage. I managed myself backstage at like 17 years old. And this guy came up to me, he's like, who are you? And I was like, I was scared because I thought I was gonna get kicked out because I had a fake ID. And I was like, Sarah, like, hi, I'm Sarah, hi. I'm like, do you wanna work here? And I was like, yeah, duh, like, hell yeah, I wanna work here. And he was like, okay, cool. So next week, I'm gonna give you a guest list. Every single person that you bring into this club, I'm gonna give you $1 per person you bring into the club. So my mind, like I used to sell like candy and like jeans, like ripped up jeans in school, like anything to make a quick buck. Like, okay, $1 per person I bring into this club. Okay, #1 EDM's like super popular. This club is brand new. I made flyers. I made, I think MySpace was still, no, it was just Facebook. I don't think Instagram was that big that time. I made flyers. I made everything possible. I made a guest list on like a group page. You guys, the week next, I brought 1,000 people to the club off my guest list. I made like $1,300 as a 17-year-old off a guest list. And that's when I started to understand the leverage of money. And that's when I started to understand, okay, cool, I have something unique. And maybe I was doing it in the wrong areas. After that, I started getting really bad in the club scene. Started selling drugs. I started flipping money like crazy. I would have to literally stash money underneath my bed so my mom wouldn't find out how much money I was making. Like, it was that bad. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have this sob story. Like, oh my God, I was broke my whole entire life. Like, oh my God, I feel bad for me. I don't have that sob story. I was always good at making money. But I didn't know how to have my money working for me. You guys, you should know your own story. Know your story. Okay? So after that, if you guys, I'm gonna keep blabbering off. You guys want to stay on, cool beans. So I want you guys to know who I am. So maybe you guys can resonate and share that, what I'm sharing with. Some of you guys are scared to share what you went through in your life. That's the main thing why people follow me, because I'm not scared. I don't care what anyone freaking thinks about me. Like, who is to judge who I am and what I represent? Like, no, fuck off. Anyways, so after that, I started, wait, who is Sherry? I love you. I love you. And Tosh, I see Sherry and Tosh's photos right now, and Rob and Phyllis's photos right now, and Joseph. but I love you guys. So with that, I started working at a club, and I was, remember, this is 16, 17 years old. Imagine 17 years old, you're making like $1,200 a week off some like guest list. You think you are badass. And I can admit, I was like so cocky. I was like, I'm the shit. I rule this whole entire town. From there, I started blowing up in Orlando. From there, I started dancing professionally for 5 years with Insomniac Events. I traveled the whole entire world with them as a background dancer for their main stage performers. That was an incredible experience. From there, I got really even bad into drugs. When I say drugs, I don't mean like crack or cocaine, but I mean like the eating drugs. You guys know what I'm talking about, Molly and all that stuff. That was like my 16, 17-year-old. And I started building my network. Like I started like building so many like relationships, but I still wasn't happy. The pay was, I made like $100 like every event I worked at. It wasn't anything big. I still had a bartend and serve. I still did all these modeling gigs. And I was looking at making money. But it came to like 4 or 5 years of me doing the same thing. And I wasn't getting anywhere. Like it turned 23 years old. I'm like, shit. And from 17 to 20 to 23, guys, I was like, shit, I'm still a freaking bartender and server. Like, what? Like it was fun. Guys, I traveled everywhere. I had a blast. I had an amazing life. I love my life. I had such an incredible life. I'm not going to tell you some sob story. I fucking love my life. I don't regret any bit of it. But it came to that point. I was 23, 24 years old. And I was like, shit, like, what am I going to do? I never went to college a day in my life. I'm down to like $4,000 or $5,000 in my bank account. I'm living in LA. I can barely afford rent. I have to ask my mom for money. What am I going to do? And there's more to the story. But that's when I got back into, oh shit, I forgot to tell you guys. When I was dancing for Insomniac, listen to this. Okay, this is freaking crazy. So it's crazy how the universe freaking works in your way. So when I was working for an Insomniac event for New Year's, 2013 or 14, I flew to California, my first time on a plane. I was in this huge cyber angel, beautiful costume. And this girl came up to me. She's like, oh my God, like, can I get a picture with you? Oh my God, you're so pretty, can I get a picture with you? And I was like really annoyed. I was like, oh my God, get away from me, get away from me. Like she was like on so many drugs, like get away from me. And she took a picture of me and I was like, oh my God, it's really cute, tag me. So on break, I saw that she tagged me in this photo and I followed her. And I was like, and the next day I was like, what do you do for a living? Like your life looks so awesome. And that's how I got introduced to this industry. And if you really think about it, remember, what you're going through is happening to you, not for you. What I was going through, I'd never be where I am if I didn't go through all the obstacles. If I didn't meet that one person. So I got into network marketing. My life, I shit you not, literally changed in 24 hours. Not financially, but mentally, spiritually, physically, socially. Do you guys resonate with me? Your life can change 100% with all about mindset and following people who have what you want. You know, my first company was an absolute scam. Wake Up Now, just drop a 222 in the chat box if you guys know what Wake Up Now was. Wake Up Now was my first company, and I don't regret any bit of it because it taught me, it showed me what's possible. I started hanging out with like multiple 6-7-figure earners, and I thought, oh my God, it was crazy. I was like, holy shit, why don't they teach us stuff in school? Like, holy cow, this is crazy. I was like, okay, if I brought in 1,000 people to this club, I can easily do this. Like, I got this. Like, I'm down. I started reading books. I read like 6 books in 1 month, bro. How to Run Friends and Influence People, Think and Grow Rich. All these Robert Kiyosaki books. My mom, she's like, what are you doing? Like, I remember I was selling drugs. Like, I was like this party. My mom made me delete my mom's friends because she didn't want her friends to see the type of person I was. How fucking sad is that? My own mother. My mom's my best friend. I had to delete her friends because she didn't want her friends to see the type of person I was. I was trash. I was literally trash. I would post pictures of pasties all the time, like on whatever I was on that time. And so basically what happened, where was I going at? So I started getting into like all these different books, and I started just spitting out like vocabulary words, like just word after word. And I was like, what's going, like mom was loving it. She was loving it. I didn't want to go to a club. I was done. Like I was like, what are you doing? Like I was like 18 now, like 18, 19. Like, what are you doing? I was like, mom, I'm telling you, this company's amazing. My first week, I made like $600 a month. And I didn't know what I was doing. It's like excitement. And that's what I'm telling you. This industry changes your life, but you have to embrace your own story. You have to embrace your own story and who you are, because that's all point of it. Don't compare yourself to someone else. There's so many fake stories that you see online, especially in not even network marketing, but all these like e-commerce, like guys, I know a lot of people that are in like all these crazy companies. I know their whole entire past. Like, don't believe everything that you read offline. Like, just embrace your own story. So after that, I got into network marketing and my life changed. Like I was over modeling. Modeling was the most unfulfilling thing I ever, like I went to Justin Bieber's house. I went to Chris Brown's house. I was all in the LA scene. Like I model type, like hanging out with all actors. I was an actress. I landed 3 commercials while I was there. And guys, it's the most unfulfilling thing because I wasn't the one actually, you know, when I went to those parties with all these celebrities, I wasn't the one that owned that fucking mansion. Hello, like, do you know who I am? I want to be the show. That's the type of mindset that you have. I don't want no sugar daddy. I don't want to just stay around and have these guys like me because I'm hot. Like, if you're a female on this call, where's my females at that are still on this call? Guys, like, be different. Don't be all the ones that, like, I show my butt a little bit, like, on, like pictures and stuff, but it's nothing, like, seductive and, like slutty. Be the person that shows girls to step their mother freaking game up and represent themselves as fucking ladies. Like, we have the power for so much, and show the way. Give girls another view on how they should represent themselves. Because I was there. I used to be that girl that would just want to post like half naked pictures all the time to get likes. And that is the most, like, I'm gonna be blunt with you guys, it's the most, like, unfulfilling, because you need, like, acceptance from other people. I dated this guy that cheated on me for 3 years straight, and I lived in LA, and he would, like, this photographer for all these Instagram models, and I feel like I have to be this, like, Instagram model skinny. And guys, like, now I just accept, like, I don't even want to, like, compare myself to any other girl, because I'm me, because I'm me. And that's how you should feel, and people will follow you. No one wants to follow this girl who just posts cute pictures of herself all the time. In reality, she's probably very depressed with her own life. That's all it is. So LA, I was living that lifestyle, and I got into network marketing, and just like it, even if you're not making that much money, guys, the coachability that you get out of here, the influence, the knowledge that you get, you guys, I don't want to talk shit on anyone in college, because I have some people that went to college that are like very successful, but I never stepped foot into college, only to like break in and have my own network marketing events in their studios with Mike Sancho. That's the only time I would ever go to college, to literally use their studios with Justin and Mike. Yeah, we've all been there. That's the only time and I'd recruit people from the college. But guys, I never went to college. Like I said, graduated college with 3.0. I failed the FCAT twice. That's the Florida thing. And education's on everything. And I believe that, I don't want to put down anyone, but people that are in debt, like $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, that have studied business for 4 years, I could almost bet that I know more about business than I do that has someone in debt and studied for 4 years. Why? It's not really because of the education. It's because of real experiences. Being out the field. I can't read out of a textbook and go like think I know it. You got to be in the game. You got to learn from the 7 figures, 8. I'm not talking about 6 figures. Fuck 6 figures. That's nothing. Now that I hit it, I used to think that was so much, but that's nothing. Now I'm more. Learning from 8-figure people. People that, you know, just like Jim Rohn. Went to college, dropped out. I'm going to listen to him because he has what I want, right? And I can say that, like, I know more. Like, I listen to people that go to college that used to make fun of me. Let's say I would never be anywhere. And now I have a conversation with them, And I'm like, way, like spiritually, physically, mentally educated. Like, I'm way ahead of them. I'm like, bro, you spent 4 years studying this stuff. Like, you don't know anything about psychology. You don't know anything about sales. You don't really know anything. And why is that? It's because they're not out playing the game. That's why I'm saying, get your mother freaking hands dirty. Get them dirty. Get in the sand. Get your feet wet. And get out and get into the field and play the game. Because that's the only way that you're going to win. Can you guys promise me, if you're on this call, that you will not give up? You will not give up. Because it takes more than a year. And that's the thing. Like I love this quote. If you look up entrepreneur quotes, entrepreneurship is, what's it quote? Working like no one else will, so you can live the rest of your life like no one else can. That's the thing. So many people will work their whole entire life to like, yeah, oh my God, my mom, like for example, guys, retirement is scary. Guys, my mom, my grandma is barely getting anything. And my mom was kind of like relying on like, I mean, she doesn't want my grandma to die or anything, but like, she's kind of relying on that retirement fund of my grandma. And there's not much there. Things have changed. Know your world, guys. Know society. Know what's going on in this world. Like freaking retirement funds, like they're not something to rely on anymore. And it's really sad. It's not something to rely on. So be that person. Like I have to be able to take care of my mom and dad because they don't have that much money to retire on. That fucking scares the shit out of me. Know your why, guys. It should be a lot stronger than I just want to make money and you know, make people think that I'm rich and famous. Guys, that's nothing. I felt that before. Like having your followers think that you're really cool and really rich, that means nothing. It comes down to you and your inner self because you can have it all. You can have all the money, but make sure even when you guys are broke right now, I mean, I'm not saying broke, but even if you don't feel like you have that much money, like feel gratitude, feel grateful. Because the way that you're feeling right now, if you don't feel happy and content with your life, guess what? You're not going to feel like that when you're making 6-7 figures. And you might feel a little bit excited, but like, guys, I've been there talking from first experience. Like I made my first 6-figure income. And I'm just telling you guys right now, I'm speaking from real authenticity. I was more happy and hanging out with my family and spending more time with my family than, you know, making like so much money. But I get it, like you wanna work as hard as you can so you can have more time to spend with them. But I promise to God, fucking give the people that you love. Because if I could go back, I don't regret anything in my life. But if I could go back, I would talk to my dad more when he comes to my room and he tells me, Sarah, how's your day? Like, I would talk to him more. But instead, I was on my computer on a call and, you know, trying to make more money. So just remember what you're doing. For the love of Christ's sake, the people that love you and care about you, give them attention. Like, love them. Be grateful for where you are and where you're going. So that's my advice, is fucking give love and be grateful. Because when you start making this big money, it's only going to get worse. You're going to keep wanting more. Like, shit, I was making 25 grand a month. You're going to keep wanting more because your mindset keeps growing. That's actually the beauty behind it. That's why my mindset is so huge now, because my cap was like right here and I went through it, and it's like opening. I don't know if you guys are spiritual believers, but it's like opening another dimension in your life. It's like you're stepping through another dimension in your life. And when you hit that income, it's like you're on a whole nother level. It's like you go through another, like a whole different dimension. And the way you look at things, the way you speak to people, the way you represent yourself, is so much different. It's so much different. And I can't wait for you guys to feel like that. And my best advice is the way that, you know, that I wish I could feel another really good advice. Okay, you guys know how when you're feeling the best, right? You operate the best. When you're feeling down, you don't ever get anything done, right? So even if you have to lie to yourself and, you know, even if you're not at your best, shit, like just man the fuck up, get out of bed. Like, I'm a fucking boss. Do jumping jacks. Tony Robbins taught me this. Well, not taught me specifically, but I have a seminar. Jump out of bed, do jumping jacks. Like, say, I'm powerful. You know, I'm amazing. I'm an amazing leader. I'm a six-figure earner. And when you're saying that, don't just say it. Fucking mean it. Like, even if you have to cry, don't just do it for one day. Say it for like a whole 2-3 weeks. So subconsciously, you're gonna start believing it, and it's gonna make your confidence go up. So even if you're not 6-7 figure earner yet, feel it, and you'll achieve it. So I'm gonna leave it off that. I don't believe I just sat here and talked this long, but I wanted you guys to know like who I am, because it's so crazy. Like, you get stuck in this highlight reel of all these like top income earners and all this stuff, and you're like, well, I can't be there. I'm just me. Like, I stuck at this job that I hate. I'm a server and I work like 40-50 hours a week. Like, there's no way I can do this. No one believes in me. I have like 100 followers on Instagram. That should not stop you. That should make you want to work harder and be someone that you want to be. So with that being said, I'm gonna leave it off here. I was literally on here for 2 hours. I love you guys, and don't just chase after the money. Chase after passion. Chase after things that make you feel whole, that make you like, okay, think about what you're going, like life right now. Going out on the boat, like campfires with your family, your mom cooks you dinner. That's life. Those are the things that you need to really, really appreciate. That you have dinner on the table, that you're breathing. I tore my ACL and I was on bed rest for 6 months because it got infected. Shit, I thought my life was literally freaking ending. Tore my ACL, and it made me have perspective of like people that are out in Africa and stuff that, you know, their babies are dying because they literally have no food or water. Like, really take perspective and really start getting creative with, don't just think about yourself, think about others. You have the power to really change this world. All of us collectively have the power to change this world. So with that being said, Justin, yeah, freaking hurts. Oh wait, he went to an event with the torn ACL. Yes, Justin, yes, I did go to an event with the torn ACL, and I spoke too, and I had my crutches and everything. I was a little like, yeah, go team, like yeah. But guys, with that being said, with the training, like, don't overcomplicate it, and don't stress yourself out. Like, there's no time frame. I mean, you definitely want to get serious in your time, but take this slow. Like, go with your intuition. Like, some people are like, well, like, I need to hit like 10K a month like this month. That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Take the time, go through the process, and learn from other people's errors, okay? So I'm actually gonna get off the call right now. I have this call recording. I am gonna post it for anyone that wants to rewatch and kind of get an idea. Guys, what everyone's saying, when I'm on calls with people, I don't go full in detail like this, but I share this type of stuff. Is that better than getting on a call with someone like, yeah, you suck. Yeah, you need to, yeah, I know something that you can make more money with. Like, yeah, you're sitting outside holding signs. Like, I know something that you can make way more money with. I don't want to talk to someone like that. I want to talk to someone that's a real person. Don't be like the amateur network marketing. Be different, be the 3%, and let's fucking kill this shit. I'm gonna get off here. 45 people. I want every single one of you guys to drop, you know, any type of value that I got out of this call. I just want to see something to support and let me know that I did my job for the night. Gratitude. So much value. Yes, don't quit. Got it. Perfect. And then I want you guys to really do the challenge. Remember I said, ask 5 people this week. I'm going to go over just 5 things. I'm going to get off here in like 3 minutes, I promise. 5 things.
People would be don't like about their lives.
Yes, exactly. So talk to anyone. Don't just say like, hey, like, what do you don't like about your life? Remember their reaction. They're going to start spitting shit out that they don't like about their life. and then ask them what they do like about their life, and be that person that can give them a solution. Okay, remember, get their phone number. Next thing is personal development, guys. I would not be here without, reading books and developing my mindset. That's why I'm so good at speaking, because I can be able to develop that, verbiage and be able to share with you guys. That's just from me being personally developed. And I'm telling you, you guys will hear it like, okay, well, I'm going to go read books. You'll do it for a day. You'll do it for 2 days, but that won't work like that. You got to be consistent. It's all in your daily actions. What you do every single day will dictate your income. So make sure that you're literally, it fucking takes 1 hour. 1 hour. Wake up, turn your phone on airplane mode, and read a book and go to the gym. You don't need to start on your business until like 1 p.m. Like when people text me, like some of my team members get mad because I'm not on like calls like every freaking second of my freaking life. I don't do that because my time is very valuable and I like to keep my health. Okay? So my off hours, I own my own business, right? I am my own manager. I'm my owner. My off hours are 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Do not talk to me. I'm out. Any other time, I will be completely available for you guys. But that's the way you should do it too. Don't freaking overwork yourself. Keep yourself healthy and eat healthy. Get to the gym. Get enough sleep. I fucking love you guys. Let's go. Love you guys. I'm getting off. Love you guys all. Have a great night. Let's kick some ass.